Well, we're doing some really important follow-up work out here at Woodlands Historic Park. One of our major issues is trying to keep the health of our grasslands as good as possible, which includes removing competition grasses. And so today we're tackling serrated tussock, which is from South America, and it's very invasive and it takes over not only our native grasses but all the vegetation. We don't have that balance, which doesn't bring back the invertebrates. So these grasses, certain insects that live with them. So if we lose the grass, we lose the insects, which means we lose the food source, and we lose that whole chain of life that we need to bring everything back in harmony. So unfortunately, it's the little things that make such a difference and such a ripple effect that we don't notice just by looking at it. But this grass removes not only the habitat, but it will remove the food and that chain of life from there on inwards too. So most of the time we don't look at insects. We do this when there's a fly, but they're important. All these little creatures add up to a nature that's in balance, which is really productive. So we're trying to recreate that. I always say to people, why is this park protected? And the first thing is Eastern Barred Bandicoots, which is a great answer, and it is true. But it's a good opportunity to say that, hey, we're here to protect the park, but we're looking after everything and the plants all the way through to the animals. Because without the plants, we can't have the habitat, we don't have the food that comes in, we don't have the wildlife.
He was talking about how there's such little grasslands left. The fact that the only big grasslands we have are also amongst like the airport and like farms and things like that. When you really think about it, they're not actually that big as well. So protecting what we do have left is really important, especially for species like the bandicoot that were such widespread but just aren't anymore. Well, I feel like every animal has their part in our ecosystem. So I feel like we focus a lot on the really big animals, like, like the ones you might see at the zoo that are very like public focused kind of animals. But there's a lot of Australian animals that I feel people don't know about that contribute really greatly to our ecosystems. Like they were talking about how the Eastern Barred Bandicoots, they turn over a lot of soil, and that can help with permeating water into the soil and nutrient cycling, which is really important for the vegetation as well. So I feel like having projects like this that can focus on animals that might not necessarily be in the public focus is really, really important.
So if you want to support us at Woodlands Historic Park, safeguard a bandicoot now and into the future.